Sorry, guys, we're back. We had a little bit of issue there. Buddy Hardwood has been escorted out. Pete, cousin Pete, sit down.
Man, I'm gonna get assaulted, man.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Just fucking sit down.
It's alright, man. Don't worry.
Jeez.
Man, that was the cheapest shot I've ever had done on me, man. And if you don't shut him up, I'm gonna show you a cheap shot for real.
Just like he did.
Man, where's that
Sorry,
ball beer
guys.
at? There's where
Hey,
that ball beer
Drew,
at.
Jesse, I'm sorry.
That's
I
just
mean,
messed up,
I
man.
don't know what else you can expect from old buddy.
no, you can't. That's why when I heard he was coming, I was like, fuck.
Get away from me, man. Can you
Ricky,
get him away from me?
Ricky.
If you,
Hey, listen,
right.
Ricky,
Ain't
you
right.
come on this show and try that shit again, I'm gonna fucking call the police.
No, I'm gonna kick his ass. That's your warning right there across the bow, asshole.
That's what he needs.
Pete, you're not gonna kick anybody's fucking ass. You're in witness protection.
I don't care anymore. I'm tired of being scared. You ain't gonna have this done to me again.
I mean,
Ricky Dick.
That's
Ricky
messed up.
is just chugging it.
Yeah, because he knows he's gonna
'Cause
be
that's
that
what
feeling
Ricky
that he
does.
won't-
What is
he
that
won't get
stuff?
none.
Ricky is a peach.
Yeah, he's a pickled peach.
How bad is it, man? It ain't bad, Emma.
Johnny
I gotta go
Bootleggers.
run to my butterfly, man. She ain't gonna think I'm something all just
You know
deformed.
what? It's just
I ain't
like
the elephant man, Emma.
it's just like Coach used to say.
Hardwood 2020.
Spit on it, boy.
Well, I tell you
I
what,
can't spit that high.
your little buddy Hardwood ever comes back here and tries to pull some shit like that again, I mean, really, dude.
What are you talking about, man?
Hardwood
Really?
is
You
here.
ain't do nothing, Tony.
I'm not gonna do
You
nothing.
made sure you got it on film, though, didn't you?
Yeah, hell
You
yeah,
care
I did.
more
That
about
was
that
gold.
camera than you
It
care
was
about the
fucking
people over
gold.
here.
It was
Shut up.
fucking gold.
Get the fuck out.
Hardwood was here.
Man.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck
When
you.
was Hardwood
Yeah.
Get
here?
the fuck out. Seriously, get the fuck out.
Oh man.
Yeah, Matt, yeah.
Goddamn, I hear him down there. What the shit?
Hey, Ricky, I hope you get barred for life.
Hey, I am.
I hope you're out.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck you. I hope you're out.
I'll call the police.
Matt hears about this.
Nah, he's done.
I was with.
He's out.
I tell you what, Matt, I
He's
mean,
out. He's out.
You don't know when Buddy Hardwood gets elected governor,
Just get the fuck out of here, man.
we control everything.
Shut up,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
'Cause I'm telling you, get your damn
Y'all
hands
can
out.
fuck
Oh boy, Kelly's mad.
yeah, hell yeah, she's mad. We had a fight up here.
He cheap shot him
He's
because
out.
You say that every time, Matt,
No, he's
We're-
out.
and he keeps coming back.
he cheap shot him.
Buddy
right there, man,
Hardwood.
right there.
He's done.
I mean, look at
We were
Cousin
just
Pete.
fighting.
Are you
We
all
were
right?
just
Man, it was a
respecting
cheap
He
shot.
took a cheap
He
shot.
lured me into doing some push-ups and got embarrassed because I could do them better. The next thing I know, I got a foot in my face.
Are you alright, cuz?
Hey, and Ricky Dickerman egged it all on.
Butterfly.
He
if you
egged
watch
it all on.
Daddy's all right. Daddy's all right.
Damn, man.
Maybe a dick in your face is what you got.
I'm telling you, man.
You know what we need?
I'm a fuse
guy's
is
trying
about
to
ready to be lit.
Let Drew say something.
We need these fellas to play a song to bring us out of this.
Let's just
shithole
do a
we've
song. I mean, he's
involved
gone.
into.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Kelly kicked him out. We're done. We're done with it. He's
That's
out.
fair.
He's out.
We'll release the
Can we get-
tension here.
Can we get rid of Ricky Dickerman?
Let's get
What?
some perspective.
Yeah.
Dickerman do
You,
wrong.
he caused all this shit.
Man, he brought that son of a bitch
Man,
up.
He
in
was
here.
the instigator. He was over here. Yeah, come on.
Fake news.
He works for
Go back
Buddy
to your hole.
Hardwood.
Go back to your
when I
hole.
saw-
All
when I
right,
saw him,
whatever.
Man,
it
this
was
is
all
some
Buddy.
bullshit.
All right,
Wait,
all right,
go
yeah.
Sit down, Ricky.
No, go ahead and sit down, Ricky.
Gotta
Ricky.
pull
You're
me
here.
out of this shit.
Go ahead.
Nah, man,
Have
he's
fun.
part of it, cuz.
I sent him back.
Look
to his
at my
hole.
eye, man. It's already swelling.
Whatever.
It's too bad. I felt bad for him.
See what you did.
Don't feel
I
bad
didn't
for
see
him.
anything. I
Don't
just
feel
felt
bad
bad
for
from
him. The
the
man.
I feel bad for Cousin Pete over here.
Well, I feel bad for
Man.
Cousin Pete, but
I don't give a damn.
yeah.
He's
I mean, the
gonna be
guy,
all right. He's
the
gonna
guy
be
got
all right.
pushed into my pool
You all right?
making a video,
Are you all right,
and
cousin?
all of a
Are you all right,
sudden he
man?
tried to sue me for that, and now he's trying to say I poisoned him. Don't feel bad for that
I know.
motherfucker.
Oh,
It's
no, I
bad.
don't.
It's
Facts
bad.
are facts, Tony P.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's fucking go. Dickerman now.
who?
I'm not. Hey, you don't.
Oh.
Time, man. You
I've
heard the
never
woman.
listened to one woman ever, and I'm not listening to you now.
I heard that, boy.
Dickerman, you probably better leave.
Told ya. Told you were gonna be barred.
You better leave.
See ya.
Man, you better
Hey, he's
just
telling you
come
too,
on,
man. Hit the road, Jack.
Come on, man.
Those
All right.
Thank you.
Let's do one after all that
You
mess.
talking about Hartford? You want to?
Yeah, let's do one of them. Yeah.
You know, I think he did this tune called "Grandmammy Living Uncle Sam."
Yeah, old traditional.
Old traditional tune. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
All right, here we go.
All right.
All right.
I couldn't see it, but I damn sure could hear it.
Man, that's awesome.
This is Ryan Eversole.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. So listen, what do you listen to these days? Well, he asked you. He already asked you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you
All
this.
kinds of stuff.
Name me one instrument. You play a lot of instruments, but if there was one instrument you could name that you don't play that you like to play, what would it be?
Not really. I like to have a bass.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
You don't play bass?
I mean, I do, but I don't like a stand-up bass, man. I can't play it for more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, it's
I
hard.
mean, those guys. I mean,
Yeah, you know,
how
it'll
they
just wear you out.
Yeah, it will.
It's a
It'll wear
very
you down.
physical instrument.
Yes.
So I like to have one around the house just to, you know, so I can get myself in shape to
Exercise
do
a
it.
little
You know,
bit,
yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, gosh,
Well, it's almost Christmas, folks.
yeah, it's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
Natalie,
You could-
still lost your
you
bass.
could
If you
buy
haven't
it.
turned it off.
Y'all out there could pitch in. If y'all all put $5 in, you might be able to buy Jesse a stand-up bass. I think he
He
deserves
needs
it.
one.
Yeah.
Drew, what you got, man?
Hell, I don't know.
Drew.
What you
Best
want me to
answer.
got?
Drew.
question
Hell,
ever.
I don't know. I mean, really.
Hey, man, are you into Cat Stevens, man?
Oh,
Man,
Jesus,
What I want to
man.
know is,
Thank you.
man, where are you from?
I grew up in Kentucky. I grew up in Eastern Kentucky.
So is that where this bluegrass stuff come from?
Partly, you know, I mean, that's where Bill Monroe.
Well, yeah, that's
You
where
know.
that's where the bluegrass.
But you know, yeah,
And the other people play in your family
my brother plays.
besides him. We know that.
No, you know,
We hope we're
never.
gonna get him on the show, Andy.
Yeah, I have never met any other family member. Yeah. Now I've heard that we had I think 3 brothers that had lived in Eastern Kentucky that I never met. A couple generations ago, they play anything.
So do you think?
Any
So, I mean, what attracted you to bluegrass? Was it growing up in Kentucky, or
You know,
I mean, were you aware of it? Yeah.
I was aware of it, but I wasn't as into it as I was until I got to North Carolina. And started.
What made you aware of it in North Carolina? That's interesting.
You know, really,
That's very
it is because
North Carolina, I mean, Doc Watson Festival. I mean,
I went to the Merle Fest.
It's like one of the biggest bluegrass festivals in the
That's
country.
right.
It is, and I used to go there. I remember the first year I went there as a freshman at ASU. I'm not gonna tell you how long it was, but that was when you could actually just walk. You could park at the Burger King parking lot.
Yeah.
And walk across the creek. There was no creekside station. You just walk across the creek.
I've heard so many people say that.
You know, but so that was my first experience, and getting to see guys like Tony Rice, and Sam Bush, you know, Mark O'Connor, Bela Fleck, and Stuart Duncan, and all those guys.
And a lot of these guys grew up in our backyard.
They did, and that's what I was going to be. That's the thing.
you know.
You live here in North Carolina. You're right in the middle of the hotbed of it.
You are.
You know.
Yep. You know that. You know.
Earl Scruggs is from Shelby.
I made a hell of a bad mistake moving out. I made a hell of a mistake moving out to Wichita, Kansas, about over a decade ago.
Who was out
But they
there,
had a
man?
thing out there called Winfield.
Winfield. I've heard of it.
But I mean, you know, these people like, you know, they were aware of Merle Fest.
Sure.
But I mean, they like, you know, they worship that, you know,
Yeah.
and to know that I came from that area,
Right.
you know, I mean, you know, David Grisman and Jerry Garcia met in Wilkesboro.
They did at the festival.
Yeah.
At the it was Union Grove Festival at the
Yes,
time.
sir.
And
Bill
the
or
funny
something.
connection to that too is J.D. Prince, the guy that I learned from. I think it was 1978 or 79 became the youngest winner of that contest.
Oh, that's cool.
It was close to 300,000 or 400,000 strong. You know, people that went there, and there, you know, it was news.
Yeah.
When you won that festival.
Oh, absolutely.
It was big. It was, you know, everybody knew about it. But yeah, but Jerry Garcia is probably because, you know, I kind of I got into the Grateful Dead, I got into rock and roll, the blues.
Me too, man.
And then I listened to this band that he had called Over in the Way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it had a fiddle player named Baxter Clemens. David Grisman was in that band. John Conn played bass. Peter Rowan.
You're wrong.
They had just great songs, and I got to get more of this stuff.
Digging a pen.
Digging a pen. You know. But so
Man, that's a
anyways.
great album, man. I mean, for folks that don't know, I mean, about bluegrass,
Yeah.
and I mean, just not to say that that's the essential bluegrass, but
It isn't.
it's just a great album that comes
No.
along in that genre.
That's true, but you know, if you want to go back and look at the history of it, Bill Monroe in the 30s, 40s, I mean, he was the shit. He was the man, really he was. And then a guy named Elvis Presley came along.
Yeah.
Bill Monroe couldn't, you know, he couldn't get paid like
Well,
Elvis
you
did.
know, he got
Elvis
paid,
ta-
he got
Elvis-
paid pretty good off of Blue Moon. Have you ever heard
Well,
that thing?
yeah.
That thing with Lester Flatt and Bill Monroe, that radio program where they're talking shit to each other. They're just messing around.
Oh no!
Oh
no,
God,
no,
it's
you gotta let me
great.
hear it.
Oh God, we gotta listen to it in the green room after the show.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
I'll be there, man.
And it's like Bill and Lester. It's like they get them together on this radio broadcast,
Yeah.
and at the end they do a thing where they actually get into a scripted fight. You know, the broadcast ends.
Yeah.
I like what happened to me.
Yeah, well, people could believe that, you know, because when,
yeah, right.
when Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs left Bill's band, because they were the first big
Right.
band that, that they played with.
That
They
started
left his
bluegrass.
band and then they went and started their own band. And Bill didn't talk to him for a long time.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
took it personally.
Bitter
But
musicianship.
after Bill and after Elvis, you know, came along the psychedelic, the
Oh,
hippies.
yeah, he changed.
I love
then
it,
Jerry
man.
Garcia
I love
got
it,
into that.
yes.
Talk about that, Drew. Talk about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, bluegrass is definitely prevalent up until rock and roll, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
changes
I
the scope
remember.
of things. But I want to turn things, I want to know how long you've been playing with Benji and them guys, man. When'd you meet up with them?
Benji Morris, the
Yeah,
Turpentine Shine.
Turpentine guy.
Man, I tell you what, truthfully, I go back with Benji Morris a long ways. We used to play gigs, and he was in this band called Downtown Sin,
Okay.
and we would play, you know, play at the Triangle Billiards, and we'd play over.
Oh,
at,
yeah. Oh, Triangle Billiards here in High Point.
Yes,
Right around the corner.
Right.
Yes, I'm from High Point, so yes. Yes, we used to always.
That is a horrible joint.
Yeah. There were so many of my memories at Triangle Billiards though, I can't even just, I mean, yeah, crazy.
You don't remember.
No. Hey, as an older man, yeah, you don't know. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't
But
nothing.
anyway, so yeah, I mean,
It's
I used
3
to
blocks
play
from
Dixie
here.
a long time ago. Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
Well,
Long
actually,
time
yeah.
ago.
I sat other guys that long. I accidentally met Benji
Okay.
at a Derek Trucks concert.
Oh yeah.
I was just happened to be behind him, and I saw him hitting his little weed pen. And I
Oh.
was like, hey man, I was just obnoxious, and I'd be like, can I hit that too?
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of those.
No, I'm sure Benji's he's such a nice guy. He's
True,
What's
never
your-
wanted true.
Oh, I didn't mean to put his business out there. It was one of the CBD ones, you know. What I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
It's totally legal, but
You know,
Benji will share. He give you the shirt on. He's such a
He
nice guy.
said, and we hit it off immediately.
He's
And
really
I was
nice
just like,
guy.
man, do I know? And it turns out we had all these mutual friends.
Cool.
And I played shows with you guys since.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Benji.
Heck yeah.
And it was just random occurrence.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
what's your craziest damn story from the road? What's the craziest thing that happened?
Oh, jeez.
Because music does weird things to people, ain't that right, Drew?
Yes, sir.
It does do weird things to people. Gosh, we used to. I mean, we'd roll in the middle of the night. We'd come in from a gig from, I used to play with a band called Sassafras. And I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but
I've heard of that name.
Mark Shimmick, great mandolin player, and Greg Howe and his brother Perrin, bass and guitar respectively. And we had a guy named Billy Constable, who was just one of the best musicians I've ever played with, if not the best, probably. He passed away a few years ago, and we're missing a lot. But me and Billy used to love to. Terrible. We used to love to play jokes on Mark, and not mean jokes. We weren't mean about it, but we just, Mark would like to sleep very late. I mean, he'd sleep up until 3 or 4 in the afternoon sometimes. And so I think we thought we had a bright idea once we got home. We'd put on this obnoxious banjo rock, just super obnoxious one. And he had plenty of them. And we turned it up so loud, shaking the windows. And back in Mark's room, he was just sleeping on this little mattress. And I was in my sock feet. And we were dancing around. We were going to dance around this little mat, just kind of. Hey, get up, Mark, have fun. Happened to be a really slick spot in the floor. And when I was in my sock feet, I stepped on it. And my feet shot right out. And my left hand came right down on Mark's face when he was sleeping. And he freaked out. And he got up and did this Herman Munster, and because he was so mad he didn't know what to do with himself. And then he went to kick the wall, and when he tried to kick the wall, he hit that slick spot too. And then his ass hit the floor. And then he lost it to the point he just ran out.
Just ran out. He's like, yeah, I'm done.
At that point, what you gotta do, you gotta step it up and go.
That's right.
You ever heard that song?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Step it up and go.
Let's do it right here.
Yeah.
And I hope old Showbud will come up here after the song and lead us out. Well, I had that one, she little low. Used to love me, but she don't know more. She gotta step it up and go. Yeah, go. You can't step out, man, you gotta step it up and go. Shooting craps, money on the floor. Up come police and knock on the door. You gotta step it up and go. Oh, yeah. You can't step out, man, you gotta step it up and go.
Woo!
Ha ha ha! Yeah!
Or fucking out, man! Fuck yeah!
Well, I love you, baby, and you know it's true. When I'm not nobody else but you gotta step up and go. Yeah, go. Can't step out, man, you gotta step up and go. Would you stay true?
Oh, something for B Sam. Mr. B Sam.
Far fucking out, man! Far fucking out!
Man on the floor. That what you wanna do, mama? Gotta step up, go. Yeah, go. Can't step out, man. Gotta step it up and go. Let's go together.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, awesome.
I don't know. Is Showbud coming up? What's the deal?
I don't know. I don't see Showbud.
Where's Showbud?
He might be outside taking a cigarette break.
Tell them where they can find you at.
Oh man, find me on the internet. Jesse Ryan Eversole. Friend me on Facebook.
And you got any albums out?
I do have an album out. You have to write in. I'll send you a hard copy.
I heard that door creak.
Yep.
You press them in your backyard or something?
That seems
My
hard.
daughter needs a
I
job.
see it.
Yeah.
My daughter needs a job. She's
Hey, I'm all for
That's
your
just
little
counterproductive,
thing
man.
there. I'm tired of them. Lock them up.
Lock
them up. Well, I mean,
It's the last tears
Hey.
you'll ever see.
you know,
What's going on?
when you're against total evil, like Buddy Hardwood, you got to unite with people.
Harry, hey,
You know?
Ah, no
one's
one's
yeah, come on,
Showbud.
Shuggy. Come on,
Showbuds against all evil.
He's camera shy all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, I don't
He's
know.
checking out the
It's been since his
environment.
birthday, right?
It's since his birthday. He's got to
Hey,
check
Bugs.
everybody out. He's going to
Yeah.
check everybody out. There he is. There he is.
Look at him.
Get a glimpse of
I don't blame
I'm
you.
trying.
man.
Oops.
The people want to see him.
I know. There he is. Going right over there. Going right over there to Terry's beer.
Don't be
Dickerman, I
fooled
told
by
you to go
imitators. Fear the originators. Jesse Ryan Eversole. Drew Fowler.
Ah, you guys were great. You guys were great.
He's drinking your beer.
Oh, goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
There he
And
is.
Showbud.
And that's the kind of dog.
That's what
Tell
I
them
All
where
right.
it's at.
man.
Share it with your friends and neighbors. The Friday Night Gamble.
That's right.
I